Hi, we're going to be looking at my cliff dweller flute. These are a hybrid using a ancient Pueblo style or Anasazi style scale, but mated with a heavily modified Native American style flute mouthpiece and block setup. So it makes it very easy to play, but you get the rim blown type scale. This and most of the ones I'm making right now are in the key of B. The one thing with the Cliff Dweller flute or any of these hybrid flutes that I have been able to use so far, and I've used a few, um, the lowest note on the basic starting scale, that lowest note is more sensitive than a standard Native American style flute because the bore diameter is rather small for the length, so it's more sensitive. If you blow too hard, you automatically go to that upper octave note. You have to back off on your breath pressure quite a bit to get that nice, clear, low note. You can use some articulation, some tonguing, but it has to be pretty mild. If you use too hard of a it'll automatically go to that note. So you need to kind of use a d, d, d. You can do that very successfully and use that. And you can kind of get a feel for where it wants to break with your breath pressure and learn how to control that. And you can kind of fade in and out, things like that, once you get used to it. That would be a great thing to experiment with a little bit to learn your flute and how it reacts to the way that you're playing. I didn't reduce my breath pressure when I went back to that low note that second time. So get to know your flute, reduce your breath pressure just a little bit going to that lowest note so that you get a nice, clean, clear, low tone. It takes very, very little breath. The basic scale is a B major, and it goes like this. That's the octave note there. I find it easiest to do that. It gives a nice clear sound. You can also overblow with all the holes closed. Again. And then you can extend that. So that's the B major scale. the first B minor scale would be fingered like this. Another B minor scale is similar, but you skip over one of those notes. The note that I kind of skipped is this one. And I found that one isn't in a lot of other fingerings that I've found, but I like it. Plus, there is no real reason why you can't combine those while you're playing. Something like this, for example. I'm using that, in that case, I'm kind of using mostly the major scale, but then I'm adding this note in to add a little tension or mystery or get that kind of a little haunting feeling going. There's one more scale that I've used in one of my recordings. This is a B flute going up one note. Starting there, you have a C sharp, and it's kind of a C sharp minor type scale. So another kind of a minor type feel scale there that I've used in one of the recordings that I've just done, and kind of a little bonus on that one. So I hope that helps give you a little idea of what these can do. I have noticed some other fingerings that don't always work on these. Scott August is one of the premier rim-blown flute players. He plays a lot of Jeffrey Ellis's flutes called the Basket Maker, and also some Mojave flutes that are a 4-hole. He also had a 6-hole Mojave flute, a little bit different scale, but I chose to use this one. I think it's a little bit more versatile. So I hope you liked learning my fingering style on this hybrid flute. This is what I call the Cliff Dweller. Again, this is in B. I will be making some other keys also, but it's kind of a cool flute, similar to a Native American style flute where you can play minor or major scales. This plays a slightly different one. So take care. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell so that you will be aware when I do post new videos. It could be a tutorial like this, could be a music video, or a review on one of the flutes from my collection. It could be a comparison video comparing different flute makers' flutes in the same key, for example, or different woods used and how that affects the sound. So take care. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.